Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. It's Jensen from Hackmakers. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and congratulations to all the participants, mentors, and sponsors for an amazing Digital Defense Hack 2020. With over 2,000 competitors from over 15 countries across the APAC region, our judges have been hard at work distilling over 100 submissions into the top 4 cream of the crop across the cybersecurity, deepfakes, and anomaly detection challenges. But regardless of whether your team won or not, we hope that you've made invaluable friendships, met some amazing professional mentors, and been inspired by hundreds of other innovative participants rising to this global challenge. We've also made available our exclusive After Hack Guide with our preferred venture capital, legal, and government partners, and we look forward to seeing what solutions some teams take to market. Before we begin, I'd like to thank our lead sponsor, Oracle, premium sponsors, IBM, ITIC Systems, and the NASSCOM Center for Excellence, and our community partners, SLAC, Data Science Council of India, SLASSCOM, the Public Sector Network, Black Nova Group, University of New South Wales, DataSoc, and Yirigaa. Without further ado, please welcome Tim Watts, Shadow Assistant Minister for Communications and Cybersecurity at the Australian Parliament.
Hi, I'm Tim Watts, the Shadow Assistant Minister for Cybersecurity. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of the Digital Defence Hack 2020. Thank you to Hackmakers in particular for organising the Digital Defence Hack 2020. It's a fantastic contribution. And thank you most of all to the participants in this hackathon. By taking part, you're putting yourself on the front lines of one of the biggest and most complex challenges facing our society: how we respond as a nation to the growing wave of cyber threats confronting Australian organisations. Cyber threats are a ubiquitous part of modern life. As 2020 has demonstrated, our modern society and economy relies heavily on the availability of interdependent and interconnected essential services. Services like healthcare, childcare, retail, and transport logistics. COVID-19 has given us a taste of how interdependent these essential services are, and the cascading consequences for our society and economy when a part of this complex system is disrupted. Breaking one part of the system can cause damage in another, seemingly distinct part of the system. Break enough parts at once, and the whole system can break down. Global cyber incidents like the NotPetya and WannaCry malware worms have shown the potential systemic impacts that cyber threats can have in a modern society. It highlights the new imperative to build our national cyber resilience, not just in a few centralised silos of excellence, but throughout the entire Australian community. To lift the baseline of cyber resilience across all of the organisations that form a part of our interconnected and interdependent modern society. I know that the Digital Defence Hack 2020 can make a real contribution to this challenge. Protecting an organisation's digital data should now be as fundamental to an organisation's security as locking the front door at the end of the day. But how many Australian organisations are leaving the keys in the lock every night? Solving this problem isn't only, perhaps isn't even mostly, a technical challenge. It will require us to combine insights and expertise from a diverse range of fields that offer insights into how systems, organisations, and people operate, and how best to change them. It's a massive task that we can only solve with many sets of eyes, looking at the problem from different perspectives. So I hope you get a lot out of participating in this hackathon, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you can all produce. Good luck.
Please welcome Chris Chelliah, Senior Vice President of Strategy, Business Development and Insights at Oracle APAC.
Wow, what a tremendous amount of innovation in such a short period of time, and it cannot be more timely than now. Cyber attacks are continuing to grow in quantity and sophistication, with new techniques like deep fakes making them really hard to spot, even for the savviest targets. The issue, of course, is that the attacks are not just perpetrated on the largest organizations, and even those with very large security teams are still challenged because of the broad threat surface area. The amount of data these organizations have to protect and an ongoing lack of skilled workers to do the work. The greater number of people working from home, the race to conduct digital business has all created a very large threat opportunity where poorly defended systems are prone to malware, ransomware, and of course, any other exploits out there. Now, we need events like this where individuals from diverse backgrounds and organizations bring their collective wisdom and innovation to increase our digital security practices and our capabilities. It's been really exciting to see how the different teams have used data and technology to detect anomalies, unexpected activity, or just differentiate humans versus bot signatures in a cyber attacks or fraud event. Now, whether that's within a banking environment or within retail and hospitality, it's tackling real issues such as fraud in a refund process, which at a time like this threatens many companies when their livelihood can least afford it. Now, all of these are very, very relevant today, and it's exciting to see that the teams use tools to get it done in real time throughout the hackathon. As one participant mentioned, we have witnessed a better future in the making from over 1,000 hands sculpting it for one greater cause. It's this diversity that drives innovation. Here at Oracle, security of a company's data and systems is our #1 priority. It's in our fiber, it's in our DNA, and it's built into our products from ground up. We recognize that security's best practice is constantly evolving, and we need the contribution of this broader community to round out the very strong and differentiated foundation that we already have around data and infrastructure management. We are delighted to have been a part of this digital defense hack. Now, these events bring not just personal learning and personal growth, but deep and rapid exploration of problems from many different viewpoints, some of which will no doubt go into protecting customers today and in the future. I want to thank all of the participants, as well as the mentors and the other sponsors and partners for the enormous contribution and commitment over the weekend. I want to congratulate everybody, whether or not you're a final winner, because we all benefit from participation in events like this. Finally, congratulations to the Hackmasters team on another exceptionally well-run hackathon, and to the Oracle Mentor team for your commitments in supporting this event. Thank you.
Please welcome Steve Elbourn, Chief Executive Officer at ITIC Systems.
Cybersecurity is one of the most important digital frontiers for individuals, businesses, and governments in the 21st century. ITIC is pleased to be helping Australia secure its digital future by sponsoring events such as the 2020 JAPAC Digital Hackathon. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank and congratulate not just today's winners, but everyone who competed in this event. Whether your project was around anomaly detection, deepfakes, or cybersecurity and exploits, I have to say that the quality of the submissions was of such a high standard that it was quite difficult for the judges to come up with the ultimate winners. So congratulations on all of your hard work, and you're all winners in my mind. I'd like to thank Hackmakers for putting on such a wonderful event. I'd like to thank the sponsors, but in particular I'd like to thank ITIC's fellow major sponsors, IBM and Oracle. And I have to say it's an absolute pleasure to be amongst such great company. I'd also like to take this opportunity to talk about ITIC and Yirigaa's cybersecurity training programs that we're launching in February 2021. Yirigaa, who's an Indigenous IT company chaired by Warren Mundine, who you would have seen in this event's opening, is providing IT career pathways for Indigenous Australians. Our cybersecurity training platform and program will provide opportunities for 5 different cybersecurity management certifications, which have been developed under the NICE framework. But importantly, our cybersecurity training platform is a gamified environment that allows our students to select missions and detect and defend networks. Now, these networks are actually real networks and real environments because the platform is supported by Microsoft Azure. And when you select a mission, the virtual machines are spun up in real time. So it's really exciting that we can provide a gamified way to train people in a real environment. I'd just like to say thank you for Hackmakers once again. We're a proud sponsor of this event. We've really enjoyed being a part of it. Thank you very much, and congratulations everyone for all of your efforts.
Please welcome Gavin Whyte, Chief AI Officer at the Public Sector Network.
A very good day to you, depending on which part of the world you are and your time zone. My name is Gavin Whyte. I'm the Chief AI Officer for the Public Sector Network. I want to say a very big thank you for all those that have participated in this event, the APAC Virtual Hackathon Digital Defense Hack. The whole idea of this event initially was finding innovative solutions to bolster APAC's digital security practices and capabilities. As being one of the judges on the event, I look forward to judging the projects. All projects will go into the running to win some really awesome prizes from our amazing partners. I'm sure all those who participated has been a gruesome few days. But we look forward to your submissions, and I'm very excited about it, from anomaly detection to deepfakes, cybersecurity and exploits. I want to say a very big thank you to all the participants, and we look forward to your to the winning entries as well. So have a lovely day, and thank you very much for participating in this amazing event.
Please welcome Rama Vedashree, Chief Executive Officer at the Data Science Council of India.
I really compliment all the participants from more than 7 countries who competed and participated in the Digital Defense Hackathon organized by Hackmakers and the Australian Computer Society. Data Security Council of India and our Hyderabad Cybersecurity Center of Excellence is extremely happy seeing the very high participation from India. And across the region, I understand the participants competed very strongly over 48 hours over a weekend from Friday to Sunday. We believe that hackathons of this scale at a regional level, at an Asia-Pacific level, will bring security researchers and security practitioners together to demonstrate their skill sets and hopefully learn in solving the problems of the challenges posed in hackathons like this. We do hope several more challenges like this are hosted at a regional level in Asia Pacific, and of course some of these participants can look at participating in global challenges. The Hyderabad COE and DSCI team is extremely happy to have supported the Australian Computer Society and in also increasing participation from India in this challenge. I do hope the winners will take the learnings away, but it's not just the winners. I'm sure there was significant learning for all the participants, and we look forward to connecting with some of these winners from India and trying to understand what their experience was. Thank you, and I wish success in organizing more such challenges. Thank you.
Please welcome Dr. Sriram Birudavolu, Chief Executive Officer at the Cybersecurity Center of Excellence, SLASSCOM.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which country of the world you are in. This is Sriram Birudavolu from the Cybersecurity Center of Excellence at Hyderabad in India. I wish to commend the organizers of this Digital Defense Hackathon. My compliments to ACS, Hackermakers, the sponsors and partners of this hackathon for organizing such a wonderful virtual event across the Asia Pacific. I hope all the participants, observers, judges, mentors found this to be a very rewarding experience. Our Cybersecurity Center of Excellence, CCOE, is a community partner in this event, and our CCOE has the twin goals of A, strengthening the cybersecurity ecosystem, and B, improving the business of cybersecurity so that better and more affordable solutions can be offered to the market, the global market, which is currently estimated to be at $250 billion. We are organized into 5 pillars: the tech industry, large, medium and small companies, including startups. We run an incubation center as well. The government, the academia, user groups, and collaborations. I invite you to explore India's markets, which are growing rapidly. 700 million internet users, 5 billion application downloads, 830 million smartphones by the year 2023. There are new privacy laws and cyber laws coming up in India, which will require 1 million professionals to be skilled and countless cybersecurity solutions to be deployed, of course. I hope forums such as this hackathon will help everyone in crafting innovative products and solutions and services. Thank you and all the best.
Please welcome Srinivasan, Regional Managing Director at the Project Management Institute.
COVID-19 has redefined our sense of urgency on data security. The pandemic, as you know, has restructured a lot of businesses and industries around the world and has created a slew of digital volcanic eruptions. The new normal of remote working has put the spotlight on digital security, on trust, and on data protection. There is a fundamental shift in the way we communicate, in the way we consume data, and in the way we apply data. Employees are getting used to the new reality of virtual meetings, digital seminars, events using AR and VR, and so on. In a scenario like this, how do we defend our digital assets? Digital security has become paramount, not only for organizations, but for every one of us that has even a small footprint, a small digital presence in the internet world. This, in turn, has increased the risk of digital data security tremendously. Every day we hear of an organization's data getting breached or of an individual being duped by a fake website. Even though this has made us all more digitally aware, we still fall prey to cyber attacks, whether we're individuals or organizations. It is imperative that as long as we exist on the internet and use it in our day-to-day lives, we need to keep ourselves protected. Given this context, I am happy that Digital Defense Hackathon APAC has come forward to create innovative solutions and best practices to help organizations improve their digital and data security. I am confident that Digital Defense Hackathon will help in bridging the global cybersecurity gap by providing a platform for digitally savvy individuals to come together and create positive solutions for the industry and for society at large. Thank you and best wishes.
And finally, please welcome Steve Nouri, Head of Data Science and AI at the Australian Computer Society, who will announce the finalists and winners.
Hello everyone, Steve Nouri here. I would like to thank all our amazing partners, sponsors, and mentors for supporting us to deliver this hackathon. Special thanks to Mr. Tim Watts, the Shadow Assistant Minister for Communications and Cybersecurity, for the great keynote. Okay, now it's the time to announce the winners of the Digital Defense Hackathon 2020. The fifth spot goes to the team that are providing real-time threat detection and prevention of file upload-based attacks. Congratulations, Team TARDIS. They're going to receive more than $1,000 of in-kind prize. The fourth place goes to the team that their solution is going to help restaurant owners that are facing fraud in terms of complaints and refunds. Congratulations, Dine Detect. They will receive 1,000 Australian dollars plus 1,000 in-kind awards. The third place goes to the team who is attacking the challenge of deepfakes. The solution is going to help the detection of fabricated videos that has been generated using machine learning. Congratulations, Identity Crisis, for winning the third place. They're going to receive 2,000 Australian dollars plus more than 1,000 in kind.
We can't believe everything that we see online.
That is right, Paula. Good morning.
Deep fakes. Deep fakes.
Deep fakes, yeah. What are they?
Tech experts are sounding the alarm over developing artificial intelligence technology, which may usher in a new generation of fake news.
Well, the so-called fake news is reaching a whole new level. We are looking at a new phenomenon called deep fakes.
Deep fake technology that uses AI to create super realistic fake videos.
Deepfakes have started to appear everywhere. It uses artificial intelligence to basically swap out one person's face for another, often to make them say or do things that are completely out of character. Despite bans on major websites, they remain easy to make and find. In a world where fakes are easy to create, authenticity also becomes easier to deny. They use machine learning to fabricate events that never happen. From wild celebrities, face swaps, to impersonations of political leaders, it can be hard to spot the difference now between real and fake. Now there's a growing concern that in the wrong hands, this technology can pose a real threat to national security. It's harmful even when people know it's not real.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but technology beyond such frauds is rapidly improving, even as worries increase about their potential of harm. Computers see an image far more complex than the naked eye of a human being. This is how a computer sees an image. Computers see a matrix of numbers from 0 to 255. For colored images, there are 3 channels: red, green, and blue. There will be a matrix associated with each of these channels. Each element of this matrix represents the intensity and brightness of that pixel. Here is a solution we propose as a team, using OpenCV as our library in Python, which is a popularly known library for image processing, video analysis, machine learning, etc. Using face cascading and cascading classifiers, we can detect our face and our eyes by simple AI proceed predictors. Our solution is to store the matrix encoded value of our face in terms of pixel and consider it to be a class object. Simultaneously, to store the matrix encoded value of our eyes in terms of pixel into a variable. This can be achieved by passing the pixels using a Python imaging library. First, we get a handle to the image and get the pixels of the image by using a load function. Then by naming the pixels x and y of the image for each axis. Then we loop through each of the pixels by incrementing on each time the loop gets executed, by setting y back to 0 and incrementing x by 1 when the y is out of bounds. We can do this by feeding our machines with the original and deepfake images of our eyes and lips. By this, we create a training module where the machine knows what is fake and what is real. Therefore, the machine gives an outline and output that the image is fake. Similarly, a commonly known technique of deepfake detection is landmarking, where there are multiple nodes on the face ranging from 0 to 68. This technique of landmarking can help us solve the issue of lip syncing. Simultaneously, we can also feed the machine the original and deepfakes of various lip syncs. Let me remind you that our code is not a solution, but an idea of the solution to challenge deepfakes that exist on the internet. By that, I conclude our proposal on the challenge of deepfakes. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Now is the time to announce the runner-ups. Their solution is trying to detect anomaly in network traffic. Congratulations, team, the seekers. They're going to receive 3,000 Australian dollars plus more than $1,000 of in-kind.
Internet is part of our daily lives. Universities, companies, those with local servers. Don't you want to know, are there any anomalous traffic on your server? Online fraud is costing Australians millions every year. Just alone in 2019, these fraudulent scams costed Australians $132 million. Also, the highest category of financial loss reported in that year. So, why is cybersecurity so important? Dini Rametti, IBM's chairman, president, and CEO once said, "Cybercrime is the greatest threat to every company in the world. And she was right. During the next 5 years, cybercrime might become the greatest threat to every person, place, and thing in the world. With evolving technology comes evolving hackers. Our best defense is to stay informed and learn from albeit scary but useful cybersecurity statistics and facts. Since COVID-19, the US FBI reported a 300% increase in reported cybercrimes. Approximately $6 trillion is expected to be spent globally on cybersecurity by 2021. Network intrusion is any unauthorized activities on a computer network that threatens the security of the network and/or its data. An intrusion detection system, IDS, is a system that surveys the network for malicious activity and issues an alert when it uncovers any such activity. Any threat is usually reported to the administrator. Additionally, this system consolidates outputs from multiple sources and filters malicious activities from false alarm. The problem we are focusing on involves detection of attack on network traffic and then classifying the types of attack on the network. In the attempt of solving the problem, we used the dataset UNSW NB15, in which the features of UNSW NB15 fall under the following category: flow features, basic features, content features, time features, and additionally generated features. Therefore, to reduce the problem, the seekers will present you prediction of attack. So, in order to get our solution, how do we analyze the data? By support vector machines, SVM. We applied used Oracle analytical data flow and found that SVM was giving good result and accuracy. Because SVMs try to create boundary in a higher dimensional space and is good model to separate data in. More importantly, just any other important point is, as data was imbalanced, so we use F1 score as the evaluation metric. And here is the result of the SVM. As you can see, the SVM model performed very well on the given dataset, as we can see from result that there is a very low percentage of misclassification. And here is the data flow model building in Oracle Analytics. Now we will show you the process we set up the model pipeline on Oracle Analytics. For this data, you can see that our model will depict that we are able to predict the attacks from applied features engineering process for featuring selections and label encoding for categorical features, and then apply state-of-the-art machine learning algorithm to detect if an attack occurred on the system or not. Once we have detected the attack, we classify the type of attack on the system from the 9 classes.
And now it's the time to announce the winner of the Digital Defense 2020 Hackathon. They analyze the data from different businesses, and the solution is going to help to detect anomalies, illegal and fraudulent transactions. Congratulations, Team Black Cap. They will receive 5,000 Australian dollars cash, plus more than $1,000 in-kind prize.
Hi, I'm Robert and I'm representing Team Black Cap and our solution to anomaly detection. And the listed here are my teammates. So I will talk about the given problem and our approach to solution, our insights, and what we have accomplished. So the problem is Charlie's cross repair businesses, which means that they are having much larger turnover than it expected, or 7 times much. So the question is, where is the additional money coming from? And we are basically what we are doing is we are using tools such as Python, Neo4j, Graphistry, Tableau, and eventually in the future work DataSoc to investigate this problem and create a solution. So what we did, we created a data model in Neo4j that is quite complex and connects accounts to transaction, customers to their properties and everything. And we basically created a networks between all these accounts. And then we were successful in detecting what is anomalous about these transactions. And we found a list of them. So as you can see here, so there are like some large transactions, some circular and self-service transaction, which I will now discuss. So what is this anomaly of large transactions? So we see that, for example, here on a network, there are 2 accounts, they are connected to each other, and they are exchanging a large amount of money, like over 19K amounts of money. And this is suspicious because they are like having various references to why are they transferring this kind of money. So we flag this as anomaly. Second anomaly is self-transaction, which means that their accounts are transferring money to themselves. So they are paying themselves for a water bill. They're paying themselves for all kinds of repairs, and they're not exceeding 10,000 K, which means that they're avoiding reports. Also circular, so there are accounts that goes to another account, to another account, to another account, to another account to get all these transactions while everything happens in the same day. So I would say this is really fishy. And our solution basically is represented through all these networks and interactive visualization through Tableau and Coding Suite available to user. For example, here that you can access a Tableau dashboard and inspect basically each and every account given on this network. Next thing, so what we are trying to accomplish is build a web app that will like basically encompass all of these tools and get these anomalies transaction flagged immediately, so we can provide this to stakeholders. And we want to acknowledge our mentors and references that are these organizers provide us from to have this really fun data sets to play with. Thank you, everybody, and have a good time.
Thank you, everyone, for watching this and supporting us. We would love to see you in our next hackathon.